This should really knock your socks off. I'm going to read Galatians chapter 2, verse 19 and 20, and Romans chapter 7, verse 4. And we're used to the passage in verse 20. We hear it quoted a lot of times. It says, I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ lives in me. Let's find out how we were crucified with Christ. Back up to verse 19. For I through the law am dead to the law, that for the purpose of, so that as a consequence I might live unto God. So what Paul is saying is, it's not very fair if we always pass a quarter or a nickel or a dime around or a penny or whatever has one face value. If you don't flip the coin over and see the opposite, you won't see the full implication of what's being said. For I, through the law, am dead to the law, that I might live unto God. So that, if I'm dead to the law so that I can live unto God, if I'm not dead to the law, then you're dead unto God. You're not dead unto God in that you don't exist. It's that you're dead unto God in your dead works by the law. For I, through the law, am dead to the law. Now stop. How did you become dead to the law through the law? Because Galatians 4:4, Jesus was born of a woman made under the law. He fulfilled the law and made it pass away through the body of his flesh through death. Matthew 5:17 and 18. So every human being has become dead to the law through the body of Christ, because this is how we judge. 2 Corinthians 5:14, if one man died, all have died. Every man has died to the law. But the gospel that they don't know or don't believe, by one of those two mediums, they can't access if they've already died to the law. I have died to the law through the body of Christ, that I might live unto God. If you're alive unto God, it's because you've died from your self-effort to relate or be right with God by the law. If you are trying to relate to God by the law, then you're dead to God and you're alive to your own self-effort. Romans chapter 7, verse 4, wherefore, my brethren, ye have also become dead to the law by the body of Christ. So this is why Paul said in Galatians 2:20, I am crucified with Christ. Your crucifixion entailed being crucified through the law, to the law, in the body of one man. So for someone to think, I'm crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live, yet not I, but it's Christ that lives in me, and I'm going to keep these commandments. No, it's anti-Semitical. You cannot be dead to the law and alive to Christ, and then Christ puts you back under the law so that you can live for Christ. So the way we died to the law was through the law, in the body of one man who was judged, punished, condemned, cursed, and put to death under the law that he always kept, but was made all of our transgression, all of our sin, as a gift from God to us, so that by faith in him we could be made the righteousness of God in him, and freely, without our effort, have a relationship with God the Father on the basis of what Jesus did on our behalf. That's what it means that I, through the law, am dead to the law, so that I may live unto God. I'm going to say this one more time. If through the law you're dead to the law, so that you can live unto God, if you're alive unto the law, then you're dead unto God in the sense of relating to him, because he will never relate to you on the basis of your performance. He'll only relate to you on the basis of one man's perfect performance, and his name is Jesus.